Hey everyone, today we'll be previewing the Houston Astros. As you all know, this past offseason, the Houston Astros got a harsh punishment from Major League Baseball. And first off, they fired Jeff Luhnow and A.J. Hinch. They were suspended by Major League Baseball for 1 year for the scandal that they did during the playoff run and during the season with the trash banging, stealing signs, putting a camera in center field to watch what they're doing. Well, all in all, they got caught, and that's how they won the World Series. And a lot of people in Major League Baseball was not happy. A lot of people is going to be taking revenge out on the Houston Astros. Jim Crane, the owner, we know they had to take responsibility, so he fired his GM and manager. And their new manager that they hired, a very respectable manager that I've liked for so many years when he managed with the San Francisco Giants, the Chicago Cubs, the Cincinnati Reds, and the Washington Nationals. He just always, in the playoffs, he just can't get over the hump. I know he came very close with the San Francisco Giants, but lost. And he came very close with the Chicago Cubs, trying to get them to a World Series, but they lost. And Cincinnati helped them, get to the playoffs and made them respectable. And with the Washington Nationals, same thing. He took them to the playoffs, but they lost. So this year, we'll see what he does with the Astros. I've always been a big fan of Dusty Baker. We'll go from there and we'll see what he accomplishes. I know it's going to be a rough situation for him, but I think with him as a veteran presence, as a manager, I really think he's fit to do the job. Let's go to the offensive side and let's see what they're going to do in this upcoming season, in a 60-game season. The Astros, they got away from everything with this pandemic going on now. With a 60-game season, there's not going to be no fans, nobody could boo them and anything, so they kind of got away clean with it. But you never know on the opposing side if the pitchers are going to retaliate and hit them, but that'll be a time to come. We'll see what happens. So let's start off on the offensive side with the Astros. They still got a very good lineup, a very good pitching staff, and a very good bullpen. Starting catcher is Martin Mondolato. At first base, you got UCL Gurriel. At second base, you got Jose Altuve. At shortstop, you got Carlos Correa. At third base, you got Alex Bregman, who is an MVP candidate. Alex Bregman, he shows he has a lot of power, just like Carlos Correa at shortstop. He has great potential, same thing when healthy. He's a stud, he's a superstar. Jose Altuve, he showed it that he's a superstar, just like Bregman. And in left field, you got Michael Brantley. In center field, you got George Springer, who's another good player for them. He's a free agent after this year. We'll see where he lands up. I don't know if he resigns back with the Astros or not, but just to let you all know, he is a free agent after this year. And in right field, you got Josh Reddick. To me, he'll be gone after this year because they got a guy waiting for them who is going to be playing, this year hopefully, and Kyle Tucker, who's a backup outfielder for right now, but Kyle Tucker in the near future will be their starting right fielder. And at designated hitter at DH, who I'm a big fan of, in Yordan Alvarez. He has big power with that bat, and he showed it in his rookie year, and he has an amazing bat. I don't think he could play the field that much, but he looks pretty good, and Houston got a steal for him when they acquired him from the Los Angeles Dodgers for Josh Fields. As for the pitching staff, as for their bullpen, they got Roberto Osuna, the closer, in the ninth. Their setup man in the eighth is Ryan Presley. Their setup man in the seventh is Josh James. Joe Smith has opted out of the season, so he won't be pitching for the Houston Astros this year. Chris Zavinsky is the other middle relief with Brad Peacock. And now we go to their pitching staff. Their number one starter is Justin Verlander. Their number two starter is Zach Greinke. Their number three starter is Lance McCullers, who is coming back from injury, and hopefully he could provide the pitching depth that they need. Jose Urquidy is their number four starter. And then number five starter could be Josh James, and he could be in the bullpen. and they got a top prospect in Forrest Whitley, who could also maybe pitch his way onto the roster this year. We'll see how it goes. All in all, this team on paper looks very good. I think losing Garrett Cole is going to hurt. I think a couple of pieces from the bullpen might hurt, but they still got that lineup, and they still got that veteran presence. So we'll see what happens. Thank you all. See you next time.